always a thrilling job. Recovering from crashes is one of the things which has marked my experience of Secret World. Has nothing to do with the game itself, it's entirely to do with my own computer, which will happily crash just when I've got a browser open. So, you can see I'm still where I was when the last stream ended, hopefully. And I'm going to the location in the will, that's right. Which, if we read the will, hopefully... we don't have the buff on. Buff. Well, only a small piece of Henderson's farm remains. Yeah, that's gonna be that big barn there. Oh, that was the wrong rotation. But on the plus side, there's a bit of Winter's plan. Now, if I use the plan, then yes, I get this little schematic-y thing. Now, this is going to help to guide me around. So I think that looking at that, the main thing which I want to look at next is going to be the bumper cars. Off we go. So fortunately there's this gap in the fence here, which we already know about. And this time I even managed to not pull the scarecrow. Hurrah! And there, hanging on the thing, is Winter's plan. I've still got the monocle buff active. But I can't currently see it. So what I'm going to have to do is look at it in a different light. And if I combine the monocle and the red lens, then when I look at it, hopefully, I can now see that it's leading me over towards the Octatron. Which is where I originally started going, so yeah, I got massively ahead of myself. C'est la vie. Only on 5 AP at the moment, so yeah, it even lays it out on the ground for you, which is nice. And if you follow it, then suddenly you notice this ping up. Oh, it looks like someone's playing with the Octatron. Once again, this one won't show, so if we get the monocle, and oh no, that's right, we get the monocle and we disassemble, which apparently is currently bound by the add-on. Bastards. So, right. Disassemble. And then we get the monocle. We get the blue one. And then we get the blue monocle. Which means that we can now look at this. And so this looks like it's actually going to be on the side of the roller coaster bit. So again, the bits on the ground should show up, hopefully. Probably a good idea to get that. Oh, this is not what I wanted to do. If I stand here, hopefully, yep, there, do that. Yep. Nope, I have totally screwed that one up. Excellent work. I'm so pleased and proud. Right, so having finally got rid of the mob that I shouldn't have pulled in the first place. Now, I don't terribly want to kill him because he's part of someone else's mission. And whilst he will respawn, sort of, if I kill him, just I always feel better just not killing quest mobs, unless they're just like standard mobs. But so if I now combine these two, then I get the purple monocle, which will allow me to see this little bit. And suddenly, this gives purpose to that shed in the middle that we ran past. It's going to be over there. Close this off. Don't need my inventory open. Complete the design. Fairly sure to just be clicking on the damn thing. Right. Now, my memory is that to overload the circuit, you start of that is the AC voltage source, and then that ought to be the resistor there, but oh no, that's the resistor down there, isn't it? And then the diode, and finally the inductor, and hopefully, boom! And suddenly, all the Venetians turning up. I forgot it did that. It's quite cool. And like a total dummy, I've just automatically finished another mission and could have got a better weapon. Oh, such an idiot. I'm reminded of the phrase "Stimpy, you fool," which to the younger viewer will mean absolutely nothing, but hopefully will give a chuckle to the more experienced members watching. Alright, so I've got 18 AP to spend, so I'm going to quickly buy out a load of blood. Blood is another healing ability. Oh, and I've been awarded an outfit. It's exciting. So if I buy this, and then I believe that will actually take me to 0 AP. I've got some skill points as well. Let's buy a fist, and then I've got nothing else to spend. Okay, that's the point. So yes, I've got a couple of outfits actually. Always claim your rewards because you actually get a little bit of XP for them, which is nice. So I just got another AP. Right, so I'm now probably going to go... No, I think I did all of his missions now, didn't I? So I could go to Hellenbach, go do some shit there. I could go down to here. I think I may as well actually head for the academy. It's going to be where the next bit of the story mission is, and hopefully I am not that far off actually being ready to actually advance to the next zone. My builds are coming along pretty steady. I'm pretty much happy with the solo build that I'm using. Ideally I'd like a slightly different fist consumer, in that in the long run I want to go for a single target consumer rather than the AoE which I'm currently using, and I would like a slightly different sword consumer, and but otherwise it's pretty much there. I say it's pretty much there. It's acceptable. And stuff. There are various other passives where it would be nice. I'm not going to put Bloodsport on yet because I don't have enough hit rating to just not be glancing bloody everywhere. Oh, and I've run past the academy. Doh. See, this is why it's a good idea to actually check your map every once in a while. And anyway, jogging. Ooh, and yeah, so I got some achievement points for completing those starter decks as well, which is totally irrelevant at this point. Innsmouth Academy, one of the great learning institutions, basically run by the Illuminati. But you can't really argue with them. They know too much. No, not really. It's more a thought of, if you're going to be trying to select people from an early age, then possibly selecting them from an early age might seem to be a good plan. So going into the office here, and I'm going to be skipping over some absolutely incredible dialogue. Please go watch these missions. They're great. So the rec center cannot hold. Oh no, poor rec center. I need to go and kill some sparring partners. I've picked up an wand animal manipulator as well, for essentially shits and giggles. I'm thinking I probably also want to switch back out of single target impair here. So always pick the wrong circle first. Right, so if I nip out of here, then that's not what I want. Even though I've pulled them anyway. Yay! Fortunately, he's vulnerable to physical stuff, which means that I'm not just feeling him up. Now I'm using Delicate Strike at the moment just to have an increased chance to penetrate. In an ideal world I'd be using a different ability, but at the moment just my gear is at a level where sort of I'm taking all of the breaks I can get, really. So we just continue to smack him around. Quite like the idea. These targets are actually familiars, so they've been created with the purpose of being smacked around, I guess, which is nice. Well-timed elemental force there, getting it in. Now, unfortunately, he's putting weakened on me, so he's putting exposed and debilitated, which are two abilities that I would love to be cracking out onto him, really. So I'm 4 out of 5. There is something wacky going on with the graphics right there. Ooh, crap. Did not mean to pull that. When in doubt, run away. As the great Rincewind, I believe it was, said. Isn't that typical? You go, right, okay, fine, I'll fight you, and then they bugger off. I'm just some people. What can you do? Anyway, this is the last one which I need to get, so... yeah, debilitates are very useful, particularly when you're in a group, because if you can stack a ability onto your target where they're going to be taking 20% additional damage and dealing 20% less damage, I think it's still 20%. There was a big thing a while back where they it was 30% and then they changed it. So yeah, you can still reduce it by 30%, but breakdown. Where are you? Breakdown. Breakdown. Yep. So you can only increase their incoming damage by 20%, which bit of a shitter, but yeah, what you can do. There was a lot of complaining when it happened, as it meant that basically in group content we dealt 10% less damage, which is actually quite a nasty hit. So these guys are currently all cooling down on... well, I say cooling down. They've got 5 seconds until they take more damage from physicals, like now. Which, go for it, yay! and glance straight away. See, that's why I'm not using Bloodsport, because whilst it is a really great afflict, I would sort of any time that you glance, it removes the stacks, which is a shitter. And so sort of I'm using the afflict from Blade Torrent is perfectly acceptable. It's not going to sort of absolutely wow anybody, but at the same time you're still going to get a good solid afflict onto them. Then it lasts quite a long time, and there are some abilities which are set to exploit the afflicted state, and if you happen to be using them, then it's pretty damn important to have an afflict on. So my cone attack is it's a little bit annoying because sort of if I stand back here, then I have a better chance of actually hitting them both. But if you're standing too close, then there's a risk of actually missing one out. So I'm really just running around butchering summon stuff at the moment, which is quite pleasant. When I go in here, the male spectres are a little bit trickier because they are ones who will use a silence on you, so you will be impaired, rather than the female ones who will just summon an ad to help them out. Go for the throat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of kill my way over to him. I should probably be using my milkshake whilst I'm thinking about it. But c'est la vie. C'est la guerre. Oh my god, I've done that before, haven't I? Right, so milkshake on, let's go. Gonna hit him once, and then he's gonna cast Silent Waltz, but no! Haha! I respond in kind. How do you like that, monsieur? I apologise to any French people who are watching. Just I would claim insanity, but I think that we all knew that anyway, really. So yes, and there is one ability which... ooh, crap, missed her, didn't I? Stupid bastard. Yeah, there's a passive up in... what's the last thing called? Assault Rifle, which it would be really nice to get. But at the same time, sort of... it's a lot of AP to spend, and particularly at the moment where sort of I'm not massively struggling against the enemy. Investigate the rec center. That's the wreck of a building ahead of me. So witty. And yeah, that's the... Oh, someone's just woken up my cat. Who knows? I suspect one of my neighbours has just come home, that'll be it. Alright, so there's a big flesh clump on the floor. Let's quickly switch back to Stunning Swirl. Frankly, if I was changing more than one ability, then sort of I would have saved them as different builds just for ease of switching. You may also notice on my ability wheel I have this little panel here, which is actually an add-on all of its own, and just lets me store my most frequently used abilities of choice in there. Wait for him to come back before I slap it up. Right, so, no, I don't want to do that. Ooh. Oh, it's a pigment. Health, no. Right, so... Oh, damn. Damn, that's 3 of them. Okay, so this could get a wee bit dull. And I don't see any ads, so quick change to go for the throat. 2, 1, and right, I'm on. Impair Silent Vault. Monsieur. What is up with that? Fuck! I have nothing against French people. Many of my good friends are French. I sound really bad for saying that now. God. Oh, this may be a problem. Okay, so he's hit me with a impair of his own there. And fortunately, those familiars go down fairly quickly, but right now. Oh, he's still on 20 seconds. Now, good. Yep. Get some health back. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Heal, you bastard, heal. Alright. And go in before he changes to psychic. Now what I should have done there was just prox pull him so that I didn't waste my impair on... I didn't waste my exquisite corpse on an impair. So, having now got some petrol, I'm now going to go and do the obvious thing and set fire to the flesh clump. Can anybody tell what's going to happen? Oh no, he's standing up! Unfortunately, I managed to line of sight myself there, which I'm feeling kind of stupid for, really. 4, 5, 6. Hit him with that, and this should take him down. There we go. Lovely. Got a little achieve for that as well. And ooh, rugged dice. Cure 4, lovely. We'll have them as soon as it lets me. Okay, so it's apparently exactly the same icon, so made it a little wee bit difficult to actually know that I had equipped it. But I'd prefer to be higher level in terms of QL, but meh, what can you do? Now, amusingly, if any of them run over that ward, they just go poof and die. I think someone just went poof and died. Right. Oh, strange boathouse in the mist. Okay, so now it's time to find out basically what has happened to all of the teaching staff. Because, well, some of the teaching staff at least. Because this is just another part of the Solomon Isles, so when the fog rolled in, they all got fogged up as well. Gonna head out the main gate. Mentally bemoaning my total slowness. But yeah, there's a bridge this way, so that's nice. You can swim. Swimming is slow. And apparently I'm going to have to kill this guy as well. And he just resisted the impair, which is vexing. Fortunately, he was not more than I could handle. This is going to be a fairly scarecrow heavy level mission. So I'm going to grab Bloodline. The one which I'm aiming for here really is Iron Maiden in there. Iron Maiden is a very nice little boost to your penetration rating, which is one of the abilities which sort of requires the afflicted state. And yeah, it's kind of hard to say, sort of, given that I'm leveling on my own and everything. Right, mutilated corpse. I could have used the mutilated corpse, but not in that way. Oh, far too slow on the impair. Fortunately, he appears to have failed in his attempt to summon an ad to come and help him out. But then we find out, oh no, he was a teacher. Look, he was a psychic education teacher, and impressively has turned into a black zombie. I'm not entirely sure just how well this kind of thing got thought through by Secret World, or even Funcom. So I seem to have pulled them both there. That was not my intention. But shit happens, and all I can do is roll with it. This is one of the things which you do see a fair bit of, where if you're fighting two mobs, try to if you're hitting them both really hard, you can actually use single target attacks and just alternate. AoEs do considerably less damage than a single target attack. So this is 100 to 215 damage versus 99 to 148 5 times. So that's like potentially what, like 5 times the damage. And in my stupidity there of like waiting to explain that, I've just actually let that guy let my elemental force stack fall off, which is very bad practice of me. And now I have another one to kill because he respawned. I'm just generally all over the shop. Oh, and the impaired lads, that's horrible. For DPS and tanks, just it's so damned important to make sure that you have high hit rating. If you've got attacks which are glancing regularly, then you're just losing DPS every time that you get a glance. I'm a little bit surprised that... Oh, yep, there he is. If you see mobs... Ravens... I'm totally lagged out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Willard is actually a lesser revenant, so he's throwing rats at me instead of ravens. As one does. So... Abnormal biology, mathematics. We all knew that that was a evil subject, and parapsychology. Oh, God! There is this terrible part of me which would have loved to have gone to this school, as long as they didn't make me do maths. Animation, very good. I've just been learning about it myself, and Latin. I did 2 years of Latin when I was at school. And when I informed my teacher of my intention to give it up, he said, that's probably a good thing. As you can see, I got on well with my teachers and really sucked at languages. Ancient languages, indeed. Oh, the irony. Oh no, big lobster man is coming to eat him. Him? Me? Haha, eat, taste my fearsome impaired. Yeah, the really sad thing is that like most of this commentary is basically me just vocalising what's going on in my brain at normal times. So yeah, locate the IDs leave the IDs, not locate them. Would have been a bit weird if they suddenly popped up in there. Now what I can just do is actually just quick anima leap to that well, and it's nice and quick. Anima leaps really do just reduce the amount of running time, and particularly when you're not using high ranks for sprint. High ranks for sprint really do shockingly speed everything up. Makes life a lot easier and a lot less frustrating in terms of running around. But
joined your channel.
Damn, they're expensive. Hello, user who has joined my channel.
Hello, enjoying the stream. Thought I'd pop down and see how you're doing.
Yeah, you know, going mildly insane. Oh, sorry, I am mildly insane. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah,
Makes sense.
cracking along. Wishing I had more SP. Because yeah, I'm basically the SP is the SPs is what's now holding me back from going to the next zone. Just I want belt. 69 attack rating, so it's more. It's a chain. Fuck it. Well, just there are so many different rewards which you get where sort of they give you like basically tanking talismans, and tanking talismans are great and everything, but at the end of the day, actually, while you're leveling, you just want as much damage as you can get. And I've only got 2.5k hit points, and frankly, that's fine with me. Pick up a wand and a manipulator, like the one you already have.
You need to. They're pretty. Just pick it up.
No, it's just like
pick it up.
No, that one doesn't count. So I'm.
It's the wrong color.
Oh no, that one's not special enough. So I now need.
It clashes with your outfit, darling. You just must have this one.
Oh no, you have to pick up the special one to go with the horse head outfit. I'm terribly sorry.
I don't know who gave you that other one, but...
But darling, what were you thinking? This time of year, those colours, oh darling. But I've got coins, which I believe, yeah, tanking talisman, curse them. Really annoying thing is the fact that I keep handing in like missions without thinking, and like being given a hammer instead of the fist, the weapon that I can actually use, which is totally my own fault, and a product of my own stupidity, but vexing all at the same time. I wonder.
You actually reminded me that there's some missions in Savage Coast that I forgot to do.
Glad to be of service, dear boy.
The lighthouse, so I went back and grabbed all those.
Oh yeah, Sam Krieg's a good guy.
He's a jerk. I'm looking for the page, though. I know it's here. I've seen it before. Damn it. Oh, there it is.
That sounds about right. It's the sort of, David, where is it? Oh, I'm standing on top of it. Oh. Right, assemble a charged ward generator. Awesome! Everything is... Oh my god, not again. Right. So let's do that, and... Yay! Meet Carter in the basement. Oh, it's hey.
Kinky.
Well, and the ladies do find the horse head pretty irresistible.
Well, they're just disappointed once they get to the bottom and it's not all horse.
Yes, but anyway, I'm not entirely sure that I don't think I can actually carry on that conversation in any way that doesn't just turn pornographic. And gets all bragging and and
oh yeah,
and they sort of, well, I may not be all horse, but at least I'm hung like one. And yeah, I'm just Now the annoying thing is knowing that at some point, pretty goddamn soon, these guys are gonna wake up, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, I have to fight you. But they're not doing it right now, which is kind of annoying.
Oh, you have to walk through the door there. These don't attack you. It's the ones in the next room do.
I think most of them end up attacking me, to be honest. Focus dual pistols. Awesome! Not using them either.
Yeah, they do, but you have to go through that door, and they all come after you, and then she blows her top.
Yes.
You remember it now?
Oh no, I do remember it. It's just the fact that I actually quite like just sort of not letting her blow her top, because then I get XP for killing her more.
Exactly. Get her stuck behind something if you can.
Oh no, I'm just if she does get to the point where she blows the top, then you hit the charged ward generator, and basically cower as sort of she just goes fucking nuclear. And there's part of me which is just like, hello? It's like, why don't we have that as an ultimate ability?
Yes, we could use this.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not more B than we are, is she?
Well, I don't know, because it gets tricky. And how far through the story mission are you? Have you completed it all? Just so I don't spoilers.
Oh, I'm just up to mortal sins right now and
Okay.
replacing things.
Yeah, and
But I did see the Illuminati file on her in the Amityville thing.
yeah. Well, there is an implication that basically, sort of, she is on a sort of lower level, but comparable to Emma.
Oh.
Oh crap! Thanks for setting me on fire, Carter. God damn it.
Not a problem.
Although, quite amusing.
That horse head's fireproof, right?
Well, yeah, it is actually. But did you see what her ability is actually called when she goes nuclear?
No, I missed it.
It's prom night. At which point I'm starting to suspect that Carter may not actually have necessarily been the name that sort of of the person who she might be representing.
And you say Carrie?
You can say it.
I'm close to Carter.
Yeah, I am just going to insinuate. Go on, wake up, you bastard! See, I fucking. God damn it!
Get lost.
There's one little familiar going, no, I want to live. Right, we're nearly there. I think I like it. Oh.
I heard your Frenchman earlier. That was
Oh,
interesting.
Don't. Yeah, this is the problem when I'm allowed to just sit and talk to myself. Sort of the voices in my head start talking back.
And they have different languages.
You know,
Or accents, I mean.
we like a bit of variety.
Ah, of course. Let's see. Back to the lighthouse.
Things are about to get a bit funky. That means that Carter is about to get a little bit crazy.
She's going to let off her top. And not
Sugar boom! Yeah, and seriously, Carter versus Machine Tyrant, fucking fun. Apparently the familiars have not actually worked out that this is over. Like, seriously, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Oh, I think I just managed to finish that fight before Carter went nuke.
Oh, don't worry, there's more.
Oh no, she's buggered off now. Unfortunately, I have a nasty suspicion that this ladder is actually going to end up with me in what would essentially be the wrong part of the area, given that I want to be back at the thing, and yeah, bastards. Oh well.
Put you right outside the wall, I think, yeah.
Well, it puts me on the south side of the academy, which is not terribly where I want to be. And it could be worse. There's others where sort of you end up further away, I believe. But yeah, I want to go back and do Montag. Montag. Who I gotta say is actually one of the characters who, like, if they did a sort of which character would you like to see more quests from, and so like about, then the guy standing there with like blue gloves on and just what the fuck? That's got to be explored. And he's an awesome voice actor. He's a great guy. I need to take another animal manipulator just in case that one which I had didn't fit anything else. And
maybe you should just get you some blue gloves.
I actually think that there is a item there. I can't remember where.
It's in New York.
Right.
That specialty vendor.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell am I doing? Oh. The lighthouse. Yay! Oh, shit. Oh, good lord.
Oh, they're coming from behind. Oh, my ass.
No, I was going up the ladder to where he is, and I slipped off the side and fell into a lure. So, all's good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's exactly how I found that lore as well. So,
let's see, I got another red and an investigation mission. Ooh.
Assemble an anima shard. Use the anima shard to regenerate the thingy. Awesome. Everything is... Oh my god. Ah, crap. I'm actually going to have to... See, the annoying thing is that it's going to cost me 11,000 packs to get 10 more bag slots. And, yeah, screw it. It's worth it. I have a horrible feeling that I may have just activated the wrong ward. Oh well. Right. I need to lose the familiar. Hello, Mr. Familiar. I think you might be familiar as well. Yes.
Croissant?
This is Gaston.
Oh, Gaston.
And now comes the unfortunate moment when I would like to have 5 anima particles, and I only have 4. I feel like a fool. Once again, I sincerely apologise to any of my friends who are actually friends and are French and are listening to this. You don't sound like that. Sort of. I'm not trying to take the piss. I'm just. Yeah. Oh god. One of these moments where I should just shut the fuck up, really.
It's that Disney character. You're emulating Disney.
Yeah,
characters.
yeah, totally.
I know what you're doing.
I'm not actually sure that Gaston actually speaks with a French accent, but we'll go with that. Yeah.
Oh, there's several French bad accents on Disney cartoons.
That is true.
I was trying to think of one. Oh, in Little Mermaid, the chef. You remember that guy?
No. Probably the one who wants to cook flounder, but
Nah, I think he wanted to cook Sebastian, the crab.
Oh yeah, we do that. Okay, so let's activate that, and now. What? No anima charge. I feel robbed. I have to go and get these guys instead.
Acquire flares from a gutted fisherman. Alright.
Oh, yeah. I love that mission.
Do I have to gut the fisherman myself?
There are specific mobs called sort of
Oh, there he is.
yeah.
Oh, he's still got his glasses. Isn't he cute?
And so yeah, you grab him, and for every one of those you kill, you will get sort of like one shot.
Apparently they're hanging out with the eaters because I just got a nose flare.
God damn it! I now have "Be Our Guest" stuck in my head. Oh, dude.
You know what you got to do, even though you're on a stream. You know you're gonna have to sing it.
No, oh no, you missed me singing earlier. Then, oh, thank God for that. Crap, I forgot something.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh
I think I
damn!
heard it.
No! Oh God, the sheer embarrassment.
Because I've been watching your stream since you came on.
I see, stalking me. Eh? Well, I can understand.
That's right. Darn right. Darn right. Nabushka wasn't streaming earlier, so I have to watch you.
Yeah, I would like to point out that I have not yet heard Tlop singing in his stream, so obviously mine's just automatically better.
That's only because I haven't seen his, so, you know.
Pretty much guaranteed, no singing. Although that might be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. Well, apparently if they walk out that door, then...
Where am I? Oh, there we go. The flare.
Activate... Ooh! I can get me Iron Maiden. So, what am I going to drop for Iron Maiden? What am I going to drop for Iron Maiden?
Actually, been looking at your build and added a few things that you had. Like the Brawler.
Oh, yep, Brawler, very handy. I'm going to get rid of Lick Your Wounds.
I see you have Perfect Storm, but you don't have... But you're not using Blade Torrent.
Yeah. It's in my build, just I keep forgetting to use it, because normally I would have Bloodsport on instead of Perfect Storm. But basically because I'm a forgetful bugger, if I'm going single target, then I will be using Delicate Strike as my builder. Which is why Bloodsport is better, because it lets you use that single target builder, as opposed to just sort of, you must use Blade Torrent. And
Where is Bloodsport at?
it's in Fist.
Oh, I don't have much in Fist.
Yeah, and it's in the Outback.
Oh,
So, some of the names that they put in these are just really silly.
Salt in the Wound is another one.
Yeah, Salt in the Wound is often an interesting one, and it's a way to just get sort of an immediate boost from like all of your afflicts, and just if you're using Bloodsport, then it's applying an afflict every time that you swing, and it also synergizes fairly well with Gross Anatomy and Blood, which is pitifully expensive, but it again deals another hit every time that you renew a dot or when it expires. And yeah, it's not a sort of holy crap, that's so much damage. But yeah, bit of damage is a bit of damage. It's quite nice.
Bit of damage. Yeah, adds up, right?
Yeah. And that's often the thing. I'm just sort of, it's getting a couple of percent here, a couple of percent there, and sort of if you're able to get sort of 5 or 6 sort of little increases, then suddenly they actually tot up together to form quite a decent one.
Sure, killing things pretty easy.
Well, and there's also the fact that sort of whilst most of my gear is QL4s, which are from the level, because I got my skill points up fairly high fairly quickly, I actually ran ahead to Blue Mountain, and I picked up a QL6 blade from the vendor there, which is only like 40 bullion, which was really fucking cheap. So I got a blade which is sort of is stronger than anything else in the area, and really helps you to chomp through stuff. Ooh, 8 skill points. That's good news. So let's bump up my head. So my headpiece is now sort of totally ready for Blue Mountains, and I just need another load of skill points to get my majors and minors done. But looking at it, I think that's now fully charged, which should mean that all of the mobs coming in just explode at the door. Yep. Woohoo!
You hope.
Yeah, it's happened before that it's not quite worked out that way, and I get a nice headpiece as well. Less penetrating, but I get more hit off it, so yeah, it's a worthwhile trade. Ooh, and there's vendors up there. I get excited about vendors because I have so much crap in my bags.
Yeah, they're across the hall from the
Yeah.
where you've been getting missions. You know this. I don't know why I'm telling you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, don't worry.
It can't be half eaten if you zombies are still eating it. Now get off of it.
Well, I want to know though. Sort of, I'm like, how come the half-eaten corpses not turning into half-eaten zombies? And sort of
Maybe they ate their brains.
could be an interesting thought.
As you know, they lay down for a bit after you kill them, so maybe these are ones that just fell.
Oh no, I
Maybe the
fell
ones
and
he
I
shot,
banged my
you know.
head, and now I am now just a corpse.
I cannot be a zombie.
I failed the zombie exam.
Maybe they had a crucifix on or something. I don't know. They're just getting eaten.
Right, well, let's see how much crap I can make back from selling all of my shit. For now,
Maybe enough for your next run speed. Ooh.
I doubt it. I'm still like 100,000 off for that. But I like the attitude. Jesus. I kind of want to keep the base fire. Because once I get some... And it's a little bit weird. There is part of me which is thinking that I should actually be disassembling DPS gear when I get it now. Because one of the things which I want to get my hands on is some imperfect fire. As imperfect fire can be used to make QL3 leech potions, which, frankly, one would think QL3, my god, what's the point? Sort of, particularly when you're sort of up in the higher levels, then sort of there are quite a lot of people who are like, well, why the hell don't you just use a sort of QL10 leech potion? And the thing is that you can get, for the same materials as one make of a QL10 leech potion, which will give you 3, you can make something like 169 QL3s. And so it's just like, well, yeah, the difference in the amount of damage which they return is that sort of like the QL10 will give you sort of 61% of the damage which you do back as healing, and the QL3 will give you like 50% back as heals. Which means that, frankly, you're gaining so little from using QL10 versus QL3s that sort of you may as well save yourself some money.
Well, especially now at the level you're at.
Yeah, it's worth noting that I have graphical glitches in my client. There are some fun ones. This seems to be an interesting bit of plant growth, which has come up in squares. I've had some amusing ones, and if I have multiple installs of the client on my computer so that I can run test live without having to change any files. My test live client doesn't have any issues at all. All of the graphics are sort of as they should and everything. But I've done repaired data. I've I've checked it all, and yeah, fuck knows what it is. But end of the day,
add-on? I see you have some add-ons.
No, I've stripped off all of my add-ons and tried it, and it it still has exactly the same weirdness. And yeah, I have a lot of add-ons, and frankly, you can just look at the my top bar, which sort of tracks most of my add-ons, not all of them.
It's hilarious to watch the zombies jump off the bluff.
Oh yes. The irritating thing is that if you're standing too close to the zombies, then they'll stop and they'll eat you instead. I speak
Apparently they
from
like live better
experience.
than half eaten.
Yeah, bastards. And who would have thought? Who indeed would have thunk it?
Use a telescope, but I don't have a quarter.
Just smash it open and use one of theirs, dear boy.
Of course.
It's Mud Golem time! Woo! Come on, come on. There we go.
Yeah, I see the big ugly thing. What am I looking for in this telescope?
Try looking at there should be this like little sort of crater where there's a load of the big ugly guys walking around. Sort of, it should, I think, be panned over to the right. There's a little crater with black stuff. If you can see the particularly big black ugly guy, then he'll be standing near the crater, and you need to zoom in as much as you can.
Oh, zoom in. That's the problem. I was like, I'm looking at it. It's not doing anything.
No, you need to sort of be like, oh my god, what is that? Let me zoom in. And then it will go ping, and you're like, I still don't know what that was. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that. It did it. Then I get to... Oh, I'm going to take the zombie route and jump off the cliff like they did. Geronimo! Oh crap, there's a big mob. Sorry to jump on your head, sir. He wasn't amused.
Catch me!
Okay, die instead, jerk. Oh, I needed to kill him. That's good.
Bonus.
Kill zombie Goliath. Woohoo! Come here, big ugly. I have a sword you need to taste.
Taste my steel. And admittedly, I can't actually say taste my steel given that my sword is made out of like wood and jade.
It's a club more than it's a
Yep.
sword. Well, I don't know what mine's made out of. I got it from one of the Hell Dimensions.
Oh, in which case it's made out of sort of like condensed failed dreams and dashed hopes. Possibly metal as well, but who's counting?
Who needs metal when you have false hopes?
Oh, indeed.
Oh, the dreams of children is in my...
I like to
Tear.
swing the dreams of children around my head. That would actually be quite an interesting name for a blade, like the dreams of children.
Or,
I know this sort of
children's
like
tears or something like that.
yeah. Though no.
It'd probably look like a baby rattle or something.
Just call it Lost
Which
Hope.
yours isn't far off from that, so you
Yeah.
can't say much.
Actually, yeah, you loosen up the bindings and you do basically have a baby rattle.
Tails barrels, oh boy. Feel the dark well.
Oh, feel that dark well.
There's a rock. Feel it. Push the rock.
Push, you must push. Dear Lord, how many of these bastards am I meant to kill?
All of them.
Yeah, but just like I was killing one, and another one would appear from the weird portal in the side of the building.
There's another.
And then there'll be another, and another, and another. And it was just like, how many are in here?
Oh, it's a dimensional portal, so there could be a whole dimension of them.
I just love the
They're
idea.
all in there.
I love this idea though, that sort of there's this other dimension, and sort of just on the other side of this rip there's this queue, and they're just like, no, seriously guys, it's one in, one out, sort of one at
Come
a
on,
time, one
don't
at
push.
a time. I believe we have an orderly queue here, and although that does actually mean that it's a very English dimension. Because oh shit, we love queuing. You go to Disney World and like they've set out like these big like ropes and everything, which means that sort of people must queue in this way. In England, we don't need the ropes. We will automatically form a orderly queue in that fashion. Just sort of, and like you start getting people like turning up and like going, oh, is there a queue forming? I better join it just in case it's something important. But then you'll get the occasional like foreigner who turns up and sort of like tries to bustle in, and at that point there is outrage. The people are just like, and what do you think you're doing? There is a queue, and it starts back there. Fuck off. Well, without the fuck off, because that would be rude.
Yeah. Wouldn't be very posh.
Oh no! This is not necessarily a posh thing. This can be sort of a thing of, well, let me assemble my base fire into imperfect. That seems fairly mean. Right, untie that. Yeah,
nice.
in fact, posh people are less likely to be queuing because they have people to queue for them, or they can afford to not queue, and sort of because if you're queuing, then obviously you're poor enough that you have to wait in line for it, rather than just sort of have been to school with someone who knows a man. And his butler has sort of informed you that that they will be able to get you a copy 6 years in advance, and yeah, I'm just it would be sort of on akin with sort of like Tom Cruise wants a new iPhone, he's not going to nip down to the Apple Store on the day of release and queue. And it would be fucking funny if he was, sort of just because of the number of people who would then be able to give him grief about Scientology. But that would be sort of a fairly different thing if sort of like you were just like sort of, oh yeah, new iPhone coming out, let's go and celebrity spot. The Kardashians are going to be queuing, bringing their little sort of Dior tent. And
Oh, I'm sure it'd be designed by somebody famous.
oh yeah, and sort of
Be Gucci. That's
possibly
one,
Prada,
Gucci.
darling.
Prada, we could have Prada.
Who knows? Maybe
Prada
not
does a
one.
lovely tent, darling.
And it folds down into this gorgeous handbag, or clutch purse, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah. And my dog sits right inside.
Which can then be carried by my butler. See, it is the slightly weird thing that just like sort of the number of servants that sort of Americans seem to have, like, and sort of the my god, why the fuck are you celebrities? Sort of like celebrities, rather than actual celebrities of my god, you're actually famous. Sort of for doing something instead of just like, well, yes, they sort of they sucked so and so's dick and then they got their boobs out and now they've got their own TV show. But
And you watched that TV show, didn't you?
fuck no. No, I don't actually
to
watch
the
very much in the
lighthouse.
way of television. And sort of, I tend to watch stuff with my wife because she wants to watch it. And there's sort of some sci-fi shows which I watch regularly, but just there's too much crap these days. Bones of the Opposers.
Destroy the infected worker. Oh, there you are. Like, where's the worker at?
There's no infected worker. There's only this guy who's labelled as an infected worker. Oh,
It's got tentacles coming out of his forehead. Her forehead. Excuse
I
me.
can't work out why they're
be
calling her
racist.
infected.
I thought it was just a fashion statement. Isn't that dreads?
I must admit, I do love actually listening to the filth.
Oh, it cracks me up. Especially in, is it Blue Mountain where you get
Yeah,
the containment suit?
yeah. And there's one where sort of there's this one filth female that's just like, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty. And he's like,
That's the one
okay.
I'm talking about. You're pretty. You're pretty ugly.
Oh my god, you're scaring me.
Are you certain that you wish to leave this area? It's an elevator. Why would I push the button if I didn't want to leave the area?
You and your strange Americanisms. We just call them a
I
lift.
don't. Oh, a lift.
Yes,
Well, it
because
did
they
lift
lift
my
you.
ass up.
Yeah. See, none of this elevator and sort of like, we don't need any kind of posh elevator shit.
Just give us a lift.
Oh no, giving someone a lift is very different.
Oh, that's taking them somewhere in a car usually.
Indeed. But trying to think what other sort of obvious ones that you have. And we don't really have malls just because we don't actually have enough room. We have shopping centres instead. And just occasionally, like, sort of someone will go, oh my god, they're building a mall, and you'll have a load of people going, what, you mean a shopping centre?
We have both actually. We have shopping centers and malls. Shopping centers are separate stores that sit side by side, and malls are
Interesting.
stores that sit side by side inside of one building.
Interesting. See, and again, just because like most of our shopping centres are not custom built as a single unit, and there are a couple of them around the place, and sort of frequently it happens that sort of people either love them or they hate them, and sort of there are cries of "Oh, it's the death of the high street." Because and like we still have a lot of the sort of like you know how in like small towns you get like the high street which has all the main shops on it. Sort of that is still very much a common thing in the UK, but even in cities it will be divided up into different areas where there will then be a little high street in the different areas of the city, just for weirdness. 2, 4, 6, 7. Shit, that means I missed one. I really hope I don't need the one which I've missed. So this is...
If I remember right, you only need like 6, but you're probably missing the one you need.
Yeah, that's what's worrying me. 10. It's also just the fact that it's going to totally depend on which bloody one it is. Right, so the picture, all things that are placed under the stars. So Star of David, yep, I thought so. Star of David, lodges of the stones erected, masons, watchful eye. I wonder, could that be the one called the Eye? The bones of the opposers. And I'm guessing symbols of and their symbols is going to be the old Templars. Hurrah! I did manage to actually have them all. Yay! Ooh, and I can spend another AP. What to buy? What to buy? What to buy? Oh, do I go for breakdown yet? Ooh, it's tricky. See, part of me is thinking that it'd be a really good idea to start building out to try and get clearing the path. But
What build are you trying to get? Are you?
Oh, it's a random build of my own creation. And essentially, this is a build which I know I can clear the Orochi Tower with.
The Orochi Tower.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Issue 11. So I can play this build through to Kaidan and through Kaidan. And yeah, I'm just it will mean that I then can just start throwing APs around to buy different stuff for a shit. Thinking about it, I ought to have a fucking dabs build just for elites maybe. See, this is one of the really bizarre things about the whole doing. I'm playing completely solo rather than knowing that I can just sort of take a suboptimal build into dungeons and basically coast because I know that I'll be running with a load of ODO. And yeah, and just part of the unfortunate thing is that I normally get fucking lost when I'm in this bastard vault.
Sam Krieg's car. Okay.
Well, holy crap.
What?
I've just managed my fastest amount of time in the Illuminati archives ever. Frankly, I'm now getting bloody
Congrats.
lost, but... Oh no, there he is.
Just go straight. You can't go wrong with straight.
Well, yeah, maybe. Get back at you, bastard.
Sam Krieg's route back to the informant.
Oh, crap.
Run like the wind, Bullseye!
With the cry of, I didn't mean to pull you all.
I don't want to play!
And I just randomly dodged to the side, and I don't know why. Especially as I would really be liking to dodge now. Oh, it was so close. He's just cast taxidermy. I'm wondering if this means I'm stuffed. Right, so now I just need to get out of here. Crap, where was I? See, this is kind of the problem.
You have some friends there, did you notice?
Yes, I did. They were not actually very friendly. I'm fairly sure I can just go back out the same way I came in.
Yes.
Nope. So that's a no then. Fortunately, there's a little blue arrow over there that's basically like the, oh, you lost, dumbass. Obviously, anyone who's not played this before is not a dumbass for following the blue ones, but number of bloody times that I've been through here, I really should know better. Just realising that I'm potentially calling people in the audience dumbass, and it's just like, that's not very friendly. I think that one was first, second.
Oh, I was listening to you
Yeah.
and ran clear past my objective. Just flew past.
Excellent.
Where am I going? It's all your fault. I'm supposed to be tracking somebody back to the
Blue
informant.
QL5 head, I think we will slap that on right now. Yes, we will. We will stroke it and we shall call it our precious.
Precious. Must have.
It's precious.
What the hell am I doing? Oh, no. I did that one.
Hey, and now for the next part of my mission, I shall go and ask someone in the Blue Mountains if they know what the fuck is going on. Right. So, come on, you bastard! Use the bastard ladder. Gah.
Oh. Dang,
It's like,
pick up some
ladder?
gas.
What's that? I don't know what that is. I'm not using it. Looks dodgy. The workmanship on this ladder does
Ladder?
not seem to be acceptable. I will just stand at the bottom of it going, no. And I now have a cat who has just thrown himself on the keyboard before me.
That's he's helping add difficulty.
Yes,
I
yes,
didn't
he
call
is.
your name. Where in the world did you come from? Just standing by the car and zombies come out and decide
See-
they want to die. I don't know.
I actually have a special anti-cat device on my desk, which
A water
is
bottle.
no, it's a shoebox. Unfortunately, this cat appears to be particularly persistent at the moment, and so yeah, this is a cat who likes hugs, and so he basically just like climbs onto my chest using his claws, and is just like, nope, hug me.